So one of the interesting things, I recently posted a video on some of my social media platforms recognizing horse behavior, and the huge variation from people who said, wow, I would have never noticed any of this in the subtleties of the horse's ears or his eyes or his breathing or so on. And then other people who were able to recognize obvious signs of pain and physical discomfort in the horse, and focusing on that. And one of the things that I think people need to remember in their own journey, irrelevant of how much experience that they have or may not have as they're learning with horses, and it goes for anything, not just reading horse behavior, but I really believe all aspects of anything to do with horses, is often we think that we are educated and we have a clear understanding and we're going forward based on our perception of that understanding. And then it isn't until we encounter often new or unfamiliar or potentially challenging or maybe even overwhelming scenarios that we then start to pause and maybe question what it is that we thought we knew, and realize that there was even more specificity, details, layers, if you will, in refining our understanding of something. And to me, this is exciting because it creates a never-ending opportunity of learning and refinement of our skill set, of our communication with the horse, of our understanding of the horse. But for many people, they want to reach this sense of, I know, I'm educated, I understand, now let's go forward. And unfortunately, with that approach, it tends to limit perspective. And I'm always surprised, especially because on social media nowadays, everybody has access to information, not just horse people looking for horse things, is how often the uneducated or completely novice and experienced horse person can see so much more in what the horse is communicating in their behavior than the person who has had years, decades, whatever, of training and lessons. And this is something I struggle with, because many people will reach out for help, but they're still going on this foundation of, yes, but I've been riding for 30 years and I've taken lessons with all these big important names and I've accomplished all these things and I've won all this stuff. And yes, I have some problems with my horse, but look at everything I've done. And for me, it's not about the level of accomplishment or awards or so on. It's, what is your horse reflecting in this moment that is telling me about how the interaction has been going, and this is his mental and emotional state, which is then creating these physical behaviors that may not be wanted, or it's resistant or defensive or whatever he's come up with. So I think one of the crucial things, if I could give anyone, words of wisdom, will say, after so many years of working with a variety of horses and people and worldwide scenarios and all these different things, is remember to stay open-minded. Remember that despite your experience, despite maybe your vast knowledge bank, that there is always opportunity to learn more. And the more that you are available to learning more, the more present you are in seeing more in the moment, and the better chance you have of helping a horse through a scenario, rather than basing it on your previous or initial expectations or ideas maybe you've had with a different horse or different experiences, and then just sort of a one size fits all, applying that to all future horses, which doesn't work, to be honest. And it's quite frankly what keeps me in business, is the one size fits all training program that so many trainers and professionals present to their students, and basically for a lot of horses causes so much unnecessary trauma, so much fear, so much defensiveness, and then eventually the human realizes it's not working, and now they have to undo all the trauma, and they find someone like me. So just to keep in mind, stay open-minded, stay present, stay available, and you'll be amazed how much more refinement, how much more quality, how much more willingness your horse will offer during the participation. And if you're unsure, then, maybe start thinking outside the box, or seeking help or guidance or support in different avenues than maybe what you've tried before. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining me.